I make money nearly every day trading the open, meaning I enter a trade and exit a trade within the first 5 to 10 minutes of the trading day. Let me show you what I mean. I want you to focus on this candle right here that's being formed. This is the first candle of the day. So it's too early to pick a side because there's only been 16 seconds. But I'm choosing to enter this particular trade because of the location. This location is creating bias, okay? Because I am operating within a mean reversion strategy. What is a mean reversion strategy? That's when I have a belief or a conviction that the price will reverse and move toward the average price. How do you find the average price? Moving averages. All right, so as I get a powerful pump away from the moving averages, I am anticipating a reverse move toward them. Secondly, depending on how quickly this first candle forms, especially if it's a Marubozu candle or a power bar, I am going to anticipate the power bar turning into a tail bar if it happens too early. All right, so I did anticipate that, and it did not happen this time because no one really knows what's going to happen. But what did happen is the second candle did not create a new high, and the second candle was also rejected. So again, typically when you see a power bar, you're going to get continuation. You're going to get another bar of that same color. Anytime you see that strong, powerful bar, that pole, so to speak, you're going to get more of that color. So when you don't get another candle following through, then you most likely are in the midst of a reversal or a pullback. So we're looking to see the quality of this second candle. But we've already entered the trade because we jumped in early based on location. That was a premature entry. I was so convicted that I got in early, but typically I would have liked to wait for an event. This would have been the event. So I would have waited for this rejected red candle to come back down and take out about half of this particular candle. Once this red candle takes out half of the green candle, I would have entered. Now I want you to pay very close attention to this because I entered early. I entered early just to ultimately be right there. Boom. Right at the perfect entry. So if I was going to enter at the perfect entry early, I could have very well waited for confirmation. Okay. There was no reason to trade the location without the event. So that was an error on my behalf. However, sometimes these things work in your favor. That's why it's a probabilities game. Every dog has his day. So now what am I looking for? Now that we're entering, now that we have this bearish reversal and we're moving to the downside, what am I looking for? I am looking for a 20% return or a new low. A 20% return or a new low. I'm ultimately looking to see the price move down until it connects with a level of support. Now that level of support can either be one of these horizontal lines, 670, 619, or it could be one of these moving averages that as the price fluctuates, the moving averages get attracted, get drawn to the price. They have to meet in the middle. So the price is moving down towards the average and the averages are moving up towards the price. All right, don't let that go over your head, please. They meet in the middle. You're not waiting for the candles to drop all the way down to the moving averages. You are watching them meet in the middle. All right, but we're not sticking around for all of that. That's how a lot of people win money, give it all back. I was up 300, now I'm down 600. We want to avoid that. We have a very strict strategy for trading the open. We are going to trade until we reach our 20% price target or a new low or a new high based on the direction in which we are trading. So as you can see, boom, we took out the bottom of this candle, and we've also created a new low. But boom, right at this time, we're getting a bit of a pullback, which is expected. We expect a bit of a pullback. All right. But we are very close to our 20% target. We're at 19% right here. We have to focus on percentage, not dollar amount. Don't let these small dollar amounts fool you. I'm trying to demonstrate risk management techniques for you. I want you to understand that you can make money in the market without putting up, $4,000 to make $800. You don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. All right. Risk management techniques, small option contracts. If you know what you're doing, if your technical analysis is strong, if you have discipline, patience, conviction, consistency, you can build a solid daily profit. All right, trading at a strict percentage. 20% is fine, because if you want to make more money, you just add contracts, but you still trade the same 20% move. That's the secret sauce. That's what it's all about. Not about chasing the next new thing. It's about being very familiar with the SPY, for example, like I am. All right. Trading your 20% moves, and as you build your competence and your confidence, you can slowly size up your contracts as your account grows. All right. Repetition for definition. A lot of traders are undefined. All right. Remember I said it. Repetition for definition. We need a lot of trades. We need consistency. We need proof of work, proof of concept. All right. And that comes from reps. Now, as you can see, we have a pullback. Perfect. That pullback did not take out the high of the previous red candle, which means this is good as a red candle. And now we have more continuation to the downside, being very patient. We could have snatched out our profits at 17%. But in this particular case, 17% is not 18%. Not 20%. Now pay attention. This blue moving average, the 8-period moving average, is starting to move up as well towards the price. So that might be the level of support, but we're going to go ahead and take our profit right here, not at 20%, but on this particular trade, we took 25%. All right, we took 25%. We got out of there, money in minutes, already in profit before 9:39. All right. Before 9:39. Please subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and leave a like. Let me know if you took this trade today.